Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at what's in store today. So it's been quite some time since I took part in a normal Battleground because as you know I've mainly been focusing on Battleground Convoy, and quite often I miss the normal Battleground. I don't like playing it in the evening because generally it's whale matches a little bit like Convoy, and in the daytime I miss it as well because I'm normally editing videos and making content, whether that's for on here or my Instagram. My daytime is normally just jam-packed and I don't actually stop. So we're going to try this battle out today, and I'm actually using the build that I use normally for Battleground Convoy. So this is my fire and ice build. I'll link it in the caption for this video so that you can check it out for those that want to have a breakdown of all the essences and everything as well. So this is a little bit different to what I've used before, as I do have some of the new Eternal affixes on this gear as well. So I have swapped out some of my gear pieces to have some of the Eternal magic, which is what that is that you can see on the ground there, those two icy wind areas. They basically appear underneath your character. It's a shame they don't actually target the enemy. That would have been a much better use of that magic on that skill, but it is what it is, and I guess it's a little bit better than having no extra damage coming from anything. So obviously the setup here, we've got the disintegrate, we've got frostfield, we've got teleport, and we have scorch, and then magic missile as well. I'm not really using magic missile much in this build. It's really just a last resort. Everything else has pretty decent cooldown on, so I don't have to use my magic missile or rely on that much at all. Now I'm getting close to dying here. There's quite a lot of CC there from this enemy team, and we were already at a little bit of a disadvantage when I saw at the beginning that they have more Crusaders on their team and several Wizards as well. So I knew that there was going to be a hell of a lot of CC coming from the enemy team in this battle, and I wasn't really sure what to expect at all. Resonance wise, it seems quite balanced. There's a lot of people with similar resonance to myself in this match. And as always, I forgot to say at the start, if you do see yourself in this battle, please drop me a comment and say hi. So I actually did 3 Battlegrounds this morning of the normal Battleground mode, and this was the 3rd battle of the morning. First one was a bot match, so I didn't bother obviously recording that one. Second one was actually a victory, but it was a little bit more of a kind of boring match. Sometimes the matches aren't that interesting, whereas this one, it's kind of down to the last second, so I thought this one would be more interesting to share with you guys. So managed to get a little bit of a kill streak going here, and I'm just keeping an eye on the minimap as always. I think a lot of people forget to check the minimap when they're in Battleground. Quite often they're so focused on taking players down that they're not really looking at what is going on in other parts of the map. Now this might be my first kill here. I believe this wizard is using the spam build. I think Orof posted about that first, similarly to the spam build that Mal posted for PvE a few months back now. There's a version of that works quite nicely in Battleground. I've not yet tested it out because I'm working on my secondaries, and I'd rather test it with slightly higher secondaries like potency. And I'm working on potency, resistance, and of course armor as well for my PvP setup specifically, but also looking at my normal gems, as you all know, rather than my normal gems. Rather than looking at my legendary gems is what I'm trying to say here. So I'm hoping this isn't going to be my first death, but as always, I spoke too soon. So taking a quick look at the scores on the doors, we're not doing too badly in this battle. Yeah, not too bad that I've not died a million times. Where I have been working on my secondaries and making sure that I have the right attributes on my gear, I'm definitely seeing a difference in PvP. And of course we had that damage reduction a little while ago as well for range classes, so everyone has 30% damage reduction in Battleground now. I definitely feel the difference with that as Wizard. It made so much sense that they brought it in, because I mean, looking at the range on this Crusader here, their range is just as much as range classes, and it's the same with a few other melee classes. Obviously Tempest, they had that slight nerf to one of their skills, however the range wasn't reduced as much as they were originally planning to reduce it. So it's kind of yeah, a lot of the melee classes have similar range to range skills, so it makes sense to me that everyone has the same damage reduction in Battleground. I don't think it should have ever been different in the first place, as melee are generally stronger with their skills anyway. But the team is pushing quite hard now, so you can see both idols are kind of neck and neck with each other on the minimap. I'm going to try and stay this side as much as possible. I hate this Crusader skill where it kind of locks you in place. Super frustrating there. I might actually die again in a second. Lots of enemies pushing forward. And yeah, kind of frustrating when it's getting this close to the barrier. And also time, we've gone just over 2.5 minutes, about 2 minutes 40. So yeah, it's getting a little bit close already, which I do not like. Team is pretty much neck and neck on both teams, as you can see from the progress as well. So this is going to be a pretty close battle. We've only taken down 26 attackers so far, which isn't really where you want to be at this point in the match, especially when you see the idols have been pushed so far back. But this idol is finally clear on this side, so we can actually, that will actually push itself back a little bit now, and might give us a little bit more time to take down more of these players. So I'm just swapping side here because I can see this idol is actually being pushed and there's none of my teammates on this side. And it's probably going to be to my disadvantage. I imagine I'm probably going to get taken down here. Luckily, I have got backup here from another teammate. But yeah, taking a lot of damage there. And this, oh my god, this guy. Yeah, I'm getting hit a lot here by that wizard skill. That is the Coat of the Astrum, I believe, essence, which works really nicely. It's really good in PvE and PvP. I do use that essence in one of my builds for the Challenge Rift. It works really nicely, and I do prefer that in the spam builds to the other one, which I completely forget what it's called. Players keep walking in the way of my skills, and I keep managing to click on player names, which is super frustrating. I think I'm probably going to die again here because I cannot escape this player. And yeah, they've got like huge area of effect there. I'm going to definitely get taken down. I've literally got nowhere I can escape to. And it looks like a lot of my team are also down at this point. We were actually just awarded a kill there, even though I'm dead. Obviously, I had a damage over time effect, probably either the poison from Sleeping Bile or possibly the burn from Angmits. I really do like Angmits in PvP. I think it is a really great set to be using in PvP. So this side is pushing closer again, and there's a lot of players here. But you can see there's none of my team is on the other side of the map either. I think they're just taking us down too quickly. One of my teammates has said left, but honestly, there are just as many players on the right side of the map as well. And I think it's the right side here that's actually going to push through this barrier now. We're so close to the battle being over. We're like 20 seconds until the match ends. But I think, yeah, it's too late. They said to push left, and it's kind of, it was right. It was the right side that got to the barrier first. So that was kind of really disappointing. We only had 20 seconds. We needed to hold it back more, and I can't hold back a whole team when I'm on my own on one side. So yeah, this one is going to be a loss, and it's really frustrating when the battle gets as close as that, and when people are giving instructions that aren't really beneficial to anyone. The only person that benefited from that was the enemy team, unfortunately. So kind of disappointing that was a loss. It was close, and I thought with the time it was going to be a win. But yeah, unfortunately that battle was a defeat. And yeah, super disappointed with that, as I said. So yeah, this wizard on the other team, they were playing that spam build. So let's take a look at their stats that they were using with this, because as I said, I've not tried it yet because I wanted to have high secondaries. So the secondaries are actually lower than mine, and they're just under 3k resonance as well. So this build is obviously really beneficial. I'm definitely going to have to test it out. I'm glad to be MVP for my team, and thankfully I'm still gold 1. But my win rate is awful, 48% with 1,000 assists and over 500 kills. Not the best place to be, but it could be worse, I suppose. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more Battleground in the comment, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Official Diablo Partner.